Good evening, everyone. Coming up next on BG24 News.
5 Toledo residents were found dead in their car yesterday. We have an update.
The Rossford Police Department is using a new technology to crack down on crime. Reporter Kayla Johnson has more.
There were reports of smoke coming from a popular downtown nightclub. Were there any damages?
Plus, a look at your Black Swamp weather forecast and BG24 Sports.
Wood County's live local news starts right now. This is BG24 News, live at 5:30.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Dominique Hicks.
And I'm Madeline Fenning. Our top story tonight. The Rossford Police Department has a new crime fighter. Reporter Kayla Johnson has the latest.
Rossford has a new high-tech device that can read license plates within seconds. They hope with the new technology, they will be able to cut down on crimes in the streets.
Anyone with warrants for their arrest, you want to get that taken care of. You don't want them free on the street. Could be for any crimes, domestic violence, anything like that.
In the past, they will have to memorize the license plate number, then call dispatch to find out the information. The WeGo device is installed on the back of one of their police cars. There's a camera on each side, which will read the license plates going by the police car.
A car passes me going this direction, the opposite direction I'm going, or the same direction. It will tell me, read the plate, and then tell me whether that plate is stolen or if there's a warrant for the registered owner of that vehicle.
Officer Baker, who has been working at the Rossford Department for more than 20 years, says he's never seen technology work so fast.
Without this in-car computer, I might run 10, 15 plates a shift. With the computer, I'd run 50 to 100 plates a shift.
If there's anything unusual, the license plate reader will
turn red, and it'll start beeping real loud. And it'll tell me stolen car, warrant.
The Rossford Police Department doesn't know how much it will keep people from stealing cars or taking care of their warrants. However, they know that with the help of the device, they will have an extra set of eyes when patrolling the streets. BG24 News, I'm Kayla Johnson.
The license plate reader is only a week old, so there are some technical issues that need to be fixed. Officers will soon have their training to learn how to properly work the new device.
And tonight we are sad to report that 5 Toledo residents were found dead in their homes. Andy and Sandy Ford, along with 3 children, were found dead in their garage. The deceased were inside their running vehicle, which was parked in the closed garage Monday afternoon. Police speculate that the deaths were a part of a murder-suicide. Sandy Ford was in the process of a custody battle with the parents of the 3 children. Sandy Ford was the primary caregiver of the 3 children. However, it is not confirmed whether she had custody.
A Defiance woman has been found alive and well. Natalie McCoy has been found and returned to her home. McCoy had been reportedly taken against her will by Gilberto Virario Monday afternoon. Police responded to a report of a gunshot at McCoy's residence on Monday and found no one inside. McCoy's neighbors said they saw a man who was later identified as Villarreal as the man who shot the gun. Villarreal is currently in custody, but no charges have been filed.
And with President Obama winning the 2012 presidential election, some U.S. states are trying to take their stateship elsewhere. Thousands of U.S. citizens have signed a petition for their state to secede the Union. CNN reporter Alan Carter has details on Alabama's effort to walk.
For Derek Belcher, the re-election of Barack Obama was the straw that broke the camel's back.
I don't think that the federal government is being fair with the American people. I think they are being overbearing. They are taxing us to death, and they are taking our freedoms away at a breakneck speed.
But Belcher says he wants to get those freedoms back. His idea, an online petition.
This is a petition asking the government to let Alabama secede from the Union.
Yes, you heard it right. Straight out of the days of Lincoln, Belcher wants Alabama to break away from the United States.
It says, we petition the Obama administration to peacefully grant the state of Alabama to withdraw from the United States of America and create its own new government.
It's a tall order and maybe a far-fetched and unrealistic plan.
I don't ever think it will amount to much more than a hill of beans. But I get where the guy's coming from.
But Belcher certainly isn't alone in his feelings. He's shooting for 25,000 signatures, but he's already gotten more than 11,000 people to sign the petition, which ironically is hosted on the White House website.
I do think that it's something that can happen here, and I believe that they will have to take it seriously, because when 25,000 people speak up and say this is what we want, I mean, they are making some noise.
And people from at least 20 other states have similar petitions up. And depending on who you ask, they'll have a similar fate.
I'm not sure the right idea is to just say down with big government. I believe one day we will need that big government, and it's here to stay. It's part of our world.
Well, I would be disappointed, but it's still worth doing. I mean, at least we have the opportunity, and we're not going to have the opportunity if we don't start somewhere, and this is the place that we need to start.
And when President Obama begins his second term as president, the nation will see quite a change within his cabinet. Hillary Clinton will step down from her position as Secretary of State, along with Treasury Secretary Timothy Gartner and Press Secretary Jay Carney. Now, many sources speculate that President Obama is considering Senator John Kerry to fill the role of Secretary of Defense. U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Susan Rice, is speculated to step in as the new Secretary of State.
Firefighters and EMS were called to Clazelle Entertainment Monday afternoon. Firefighters responded to reports of smoke at the popular nightclub in downtown Bowling Green. After further inspection, the fire department found that the source of the fire was from an apartment near the nightclub. Firefighters found a burning T-shirt underneath a stairway of the apartment.
And organizations are a big part of campus life. But why do students get involved? Reporter Christina Hepner has the story.
There are hundreds of students and organizations on BG's campus, but what makes these students want to be involved?
Just getting involved in organizations that look good on my resume, pertain to my major, and also just a chance to meet friends too. So first year was kind of a struggle, didn't really know many people, and then after that I got involved and I really learned to meet a lot of great friends that way.
Students are involved in organizations for many different reasons.
I lived off campus, so it was kind of a little hard for me to get to know people on campus, so I just thought it would be really fun, and University Activities organization just really stuck out to me because I really love music, and I knew they brought music acts along with a lot of really other fun things like comedians, so I thought it was a perfect fit. I would, find people with common interests, and I just started really getting involved in the organization, and I actually went from being a member to the VP of marketing, so it's just a great thing to get involved, I think, for friendship and, networking opportunities, and just to give students something fun to do.
There are over 100 different student organizations on BG's campus. The categories range from academics to honorary to even spiritual. Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Christina Hepner.
And now weathercaster Aisha Mitchell is here to give us a preview of Black Swamp weather. Aisha?
Thanks, Madeline. Temperatures were just in the 70s last week, but this week the temperatures will make a mighty drop. Grab your layers, Falcons. It's going to be a little chilly for the next few days.
Coming up next on BG24 News, Matchbox 20 is coming to Toledo. We'll tell you when.
And gender-neutral housing is becoming popular at many universities. Is gender-neutral housing coming to BGSU?
Plus, a look at your Black Swamp weather forecast and BG24 sports. We'll be right back.
Now, Wood County's live local forecast with BG24 Black Swamp weather.
Forecast. The current temperature is in the high 30s, but it feels like we're in the mid 30s. Partly cloudy skies throughout the day and low winds headed west. For tonight, the temperature drops all the way down to the mid 20s. Clear skies throughout the night, low winds headed southeast, and no precipitation for the night. For tomorrow, the high will be in the low 40s, partly cloudy skies throughout the night. Sunrise will be around 7:23 in the morning, and not as windy as it was last week, but still low winds headed southeast. For tomorrow night, the low will be in the high 20s, partly cloudy skies throughout the night, low winds headed east, and there will be humidity present throughout the night. And our average high for this time is 51 degrees. The average low is 34 degrees, so we're actually a little bit lower than the average. The record high was 71 degrees in 1989, which we weren't too far from this weekend, and the average low was, and the record low was 13 degrees in 1911. And as we look at our current precipitation maps, the areas that are in the light green are all receiving a light mixture of precipitation in areas of Findlay, Lima, Dayton, all the way down through southeast Ohio. And the areas in the dark green are all receiving precipitation, a higher mixture of precipitation, and all the way through Elyria, Akron, Lancaster, and also Athens, Ohio. And as we look at our current precipitation, all through Ohio are receiving temperatures from the mid to high 30s, 36 around the Bowling Green area, and even in Findlay, all the way up to 40 to 41 degrees in Fremont, and over in Lorain and Elyria are also receiving temperatures of 36 degrees. And finally, our 5-day forecast, the temperatures will be in the mid to high 40s for the rest of the week. Lots of sunshine to hopefully make up for those cold temperatures as we head into our Thanksgiving break.
Well, it seems I think we better bundle up for our Thanksgiving break.
Yes, put on a scarf and a hat.
Right, definitely. And Colorado voted to legalize marijuana last Tuesday as a part of Amendment 64. And if Amendment 64 is certified, anyone ages 21 and older can legally possess marijuana. Individuals can have up to 1 ounce of marijuana in their possession. Also, a person can have up to 6 marijuana plants in their residence at any time. However, public use of marijuana is not legal. Marijuana use must be contained to the user's residence. Amendment 64 is Colorado's state law. That means that federal law still does not recognize marijuana use as legal, meaning that federal agents can at any time come to Colorado and find marijuana users.
And now Kelly Hart joins us for a first look at BG24 Sports. Kelly?
Thanks, Madeline.
It's un-Falcon believable coverage that you won't get anywhere else. This is BG24 Sports.
Welcome to BG24 Sports. I'm Kelly Hart. The Falcon football team is encouraging everyone to pack the Doy this coming Saturday when they take on Kent State. With 2 games left in the regular season, BGSU controls their own destiny in the MAC. A win against Kent and Buffalo would put them atop the MAC East and send them to Ford Field to play for a MAC championship, the first time since 1992. With their impressive win against Ohio University, the Falcons head into Saturday's game on a 6-game win streak. Also, Anton Samuel was named MAC East Offensive Player of the Week for his outstanding run game against the Bobcats. Head over to the Doy on Saturday at noon to cheer on BG in their efforts to take over the MAC. Over to ice hockey, BGSU battled Western Michigan this weekend. On Saturday, the Falcons tied the Broncos 2-2, eventually losing in a shootout. Scoring for BG were Ryan Carpenter and Andrew Wallace. The team will host Ferris State on Friday and Saturday. The Falcon volleyball team traveled to Northern Illinois this weekend. They lost in 4 sets to the Huskies. Paige Penrod and Lindsay Butterfield combined for 35 kills. The loss gives BG the number 2 seed for the MAC tournament, and the Falcons will begin tournament play when they take on number 9 seeded Eastern Michigan on Friday. Last week, men's basketball home opener against Lake Erie. The Falcons looking to start off season with a win. First half action, Luke Cross drives baseline and finds Jordan Crawford for 3. He had 22 points on the evening. Later, Chauncey Orr, making some offense for himself defensively, gets the steal, takes it in for the easy bucket. And the cheerleaders are getting into it. Austin Calhoun, turnaround basket. Falcons went on to win it 63-53. Also, the BG men's basketball team over the weekend at Chrysler Arena. They opened off in the NIT tip-off against Cleveland State, a 4-team event with Michigan and IUPUI. In the second half, it turned into a dunk fest. First, it's Jordan Crawford to Austin Calhoun. He had a game high of 30 points. Then, next trip down, look familiar? This time, it's Crawford to Rayshawn Holmes. He throws down a top alley-oop. Falcons up 6. This is crazy, but the next possession it's Crawford. Another alley-oop to Holmes. Again, unbelievable stuff. Game would go into overtime in the extra session. Chauncey Ord at the hoop, bucket, and a foul. BG up 2. But they couldn't close. This 3 would be the dagger. Falcons lose in overtime 79-73. BG women's kicking off the season.
But, you know, you got to find ways to pull it out, and I thought our turnovers hurt us late.
Sometimes it's kind of tough to push through overtime when you feel like you could have, if you executed things a little bit differently in regulation, you could have ended it there. But, I mean, we just got to stay focused and keep our composure and just take this as a learning experience.
BG women kicking off their season. First official game as head coach for Jennifer Ruse. Falcons up just 2 at half, but here they come in a second. Chrissy Steffen with the steal. She takes it coast to coast. She'd finish with 11 points. Then it's Northview grad Miriam Justinger, her first collegiate game with the floater. She had 7 points in her debut. Great day for Daniel Havel. 12 boards, 11 points, and 4 steals. She goes coast to coast to lay this in. Falcons win it 68-57. Not pretty, but say they're happy, and after all, a win is a win.
It's always nice to start the season with a win. I mean, we have goals throughout the year, but with all the new faces we have on our team, it took a lot for us to get going today. But it's always nice to start off with a win.
It is a grueling profession when you want perfection, and this is not a game of perfection. This is a game where you have errors, and we will slowly continue to build upon this game.
That's all for BG24 Sports. I'm Kelly Hart. We'll be right back.
It's almost 6 o'clock, and for some people, that means it's almost dinner time. If you're hungry for dessert, chefs in Switzerland have some leftover cream cake. Over the weekend, Swiss chefs created a 4,000-foot cream cake. The chefs sold the world record-breaking cake by piece. All money made from the cake sale was donated to breast cancer research.
That is definitely a lot of cream cake.
It kind of sounds good right about now. I'm not
It
gonna
does,
lie.
it does. And now the great weathercaster Aisha Mitchell joins us for our last look at the Black Swamp weather forecast. Aisha?
For the next few days, temperatures will be in the mid to high 40s, so a lot cooler than last week, but lots of sunshine to hopefully make up for those cooler temperatures as we head into Thanksgiving break.
Well, I know I'm definitely ready to head back into summer with shorts and everything.
Oh, no, I completely understand. It's really chilly.
Yes.
Well, that's all for BG24 News.
For Madeline Faining, Aisha Mitchell, and Kelly Hart, I'm Dominique Hicks. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments or story ideas, check us out at BG24news.org. Have a great night, everyone.